right. Well, that was the best part of the program, the hold music. I saw Joe's head bopping in the green room down there while that was going on. Best part of the stream. Okay, so while Chuck takes a little break, we are playing some Pirate Borg on Saturdays now, and we've had one session under our belt where no one died yet.
Yet.
I don't feel like I personally failed. I mean, as long as I kill someone in the first 3 sessions. Yeah. Chuck will be joining us this time, and Dan is otherwise engaged with something a lot more fun, apparently.
Yeah. That jerk.
I know, really, right? Okay, Pirate Borg. Well, first of all, we split the party a little bit last time, so let's do introductions as we introduce the characters in media res. Eddie and Joe. With Joe coming up rear, I think we rolled, and you were going to be 2 rounds behind where Eddie's character was, as Eddie was. What's that? Yeah.
There's something like that.
Eddie's character was not charismatic enough not to have the Swamp Witch to stick her pet dogs, and by pet dogs we mean incredibly large alligators, onto Eddie's character. Eddie, who is your character, and why would you do this?
My character is Beck. Beck is a rapscallion. He's a bit of a thief, but a charismatic thief in his mind.
So you thought.
Clearly he carries no weight with the ladies or crocodiles. So we'll see what happens. Well, we have yet to see if he carries any sort of charisma with the crocodiles. I have a feeling no, but we'll find out.
Yeah, and slightly behind your character, Eddie, is Joe, who is playing.
I'm playing Plankbeard, a man with a bunch of planks of wood as a beard. He's our brute. He's not even particularly strong, but he's very tough, and he's got part of a mast that he ripped off a ship as his weapon. Great.
Okay, sounds good. Let me throw a token on board here, and I don't have the microphone right up against my mouth right now, so let me know if I'm fading in and out too much there. We use this. Yeah, we'll use this. 2 of them. 2 of them. Okay. Can I make them unhidden? Oh, I can. Here we go. Show. Okay. Show. We're also using the alchemy tabletop as well tonight, which is a little bit new for all of us. So it's going to use. It's going to take a little bit of time to get used to how this all works. So let me place my tokens. Like so. And let's see. Joe, there's your character. We'll throw your token out over here. And Dan, your character Beck is going to be unfortunately very close. And Telephane's hut's going to be over here. So you guys should be looking at a battle map on your alchemy screen right now. Let me know if that's not the case.
Nope. We're just seeing the background.
Just seeing the background. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can show that.
Death Head Swamp.
There we go.
I see it on the stream.
Yeah, but you don't see it on the thing. Can I show that to you? Let me see. Again, learning the system. So please bear with us here. Alchemy has a lot of cool stuff, but it's not all intuitive. Let's see. Do I just say go? Nope, that just gives us a roll. And actually, okay, there we go. There's that. You guys still can't see the battle map?
No.
Not on the stream, but
No.
on Alchemy. Okay. Okay. Let me see.
Oh, wait, no. I can see it now. No? Can I? Yeah. You have to hit tactical mode up in the top right.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So you also have to do it. I can't force your view. Okay. There we go.
There we go.
Where do you do
Yeah.
that?
And Joe and Eddie,
Top right,
see
there's a
if you
little
can.
circle.
Oh, there we go.
Joe and Eddie, see if
Looks
you
like a
can move
folded
your
map.
tokens a little. Just see if you have
Yeah,
control.
I'm
of them.
able to
Okay.
move
Yeah.
mine.
All right. So put them back where they were. And
Okay.
remember, you're 2 rounds behind where you can be helpful to Eddie there, Joe.
Sure.
Okay, so I just using the initiative button there. So the enemies go first, followed by Beck, and Joe is able to, or Plakebeard is able to run in afterwards. So, sorry, Beck, as her pets kind of circle around in the water, and you're not fully like in the swamp itself, but you did have to wade in, say, just shy of about knee deep is how deep you are. And as these floating logs with lots of teeth approach you, they seem remarkably large, or perhaps you've just never seen a swamp gator before. Maybe they're always this large. Heck, these could be small ones as far as you know. But they look perfectly capable of swallowing you whole. Yeah, so they try to eat your tender bits. In this case, tender bits being all your bits. Yeah. So here's how I'm going to treat this. We're going to just do one defense roll as you try to either get to a little bit higher ground or just fend them off. So go ahead and make your roll to resist being hit. And if you need it, guys, under the handouts, I think you guys have a little handouts tab.
Ooh, 22 defense roll.
Nice. Abilities, tests, and violence. If you bring that up, it will show you all the game rules, like everything you really need to know gets shown there. So if you're trying to defend, you need to make a DR 12 agility check, and you got well over a 20, meaning that describe to me exactly how you get yourself out of harm's way.
Beck, let's see. If he's only about knee deep and these things are kind of floating along and they're pretty good size, about the size of logs. Well, hell, Beck's stepped on logs before. So as they're trying to snap at me, Beck's just running back and forth between the 3 of them, jumping from croc to croc, using them as stepping stones. Crikey!
Hey. You're playing a little bit of Pitfall Harry.
Away. No, too many teeth. No, too many teeth.
I like it. So you're playing a little bit of Pitfall Harry as you jump from back to back, avoiding the snaps as you go. That's fair. That is fair. So I just use them as one attack. So you go ahead. What is Beck doing now? So you're on their backs. I'm going to say, I'll tell you what. If you want to keep this up, you can make me a test to just keep yourself out of the way, and then you won't have to make further defensive tests, or you can take another action. Your choice.
Well, ideally, he'd like to try and move towards the house.
Okay.
But,
well, unfortunately, it's not a line of swamp gators going up to the little hut that's up on stilts. So you will have to splash into the swamp again. And considering how large these are, you have the impression that the swamp gets a little deeper the closer you get to that hut.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. So I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of maintain the defensive posture and maybe yell out for her. Ma'am, I didn't mean any offense or anything. If you don't mind calling your pets off, I actually need your help quite badly.
Okay, I tell you what. Why don't you make me another presence check?
Oh, boy. A 9 this time.
Either she hasn't heard you, or she still doesn't believe you.
I mean, this has to be incredibly entertaining. Like, don't
Yeah.
why stop now?
Another camera view shows her with a nice bone china tea set as she's sipping the tea, looking out her window, watching this.
Like, he's rather spry, actually.
You survived one round. You took the action to get. Well, actually, I tell you what. You actually did a different check. You called out to try and call off the dog. So I'm just saying, no. You're gonna have to make another defensive move to keep juggling between back and forth over these swamp gators.
Okay. Do you want me to do that
It's a defense
immediately
roll.
right now, or wait for the next round? Or
So I assume Joe Plankbeard hears you calling out and is running towards your location.
Yes.
Yes. So he will arrive at the end of this round, unless you want to do something else, Joe.
No,
You don't
I'm
see
all
it
melee,
yet. You
so-
haven't broken through the swamp yet, and actually, you are not. You're maybe ankle deep in swamp water. It's just enough to get your footwear wet, but not enough to really
Lovely.
impede you. Yeah, you might have
Yeah.
leeches in your shoes. You never can tell with leeches. They're sneaky little bastards.
I've had
Leeches.
worse. Yeah, no, I'm just running towards him. I
Okay.
don't have anything I can do else.
Yeah, he sounds slightly panicked, but he is apparently calling out to someone. Eddie, back to you. Go ahead and make me that defense roll, DR12, to continue your dance atop the gators. Oh, look at that!
23.
Very nice. You continue hopscotching.
Floating teeth, floating sharp, teeth sharp, plot. Oh.
Okay, so at this point, Plankbeard arrives and sees your plight as he's hopping back and forth over these three gators. You see the swamp house. It's up on stilts. The window, not so much a window, it's a little cutout in the side of the building that's got a folding latch that this falls over to cover the window during storms. No glass, but you see a woman with like a white painted face, very colorful feathers in her hair, wearing what looks like almost like a silk kimono as she's sipping tea and watching what's going on. All right, Plankbeard, what do you want to do?
I continue running up. How far can I make it up with this?
It depends. Do you want to also get just above the knee deep in the swamp, or do you want to stay on land? You can put yourself within 3 squares if you want to stay on land. Yeah,
I think
there you
I'll
go.
stay on land here because I'm apprehensive as to what might be in the water.
Okay. Anything else you
I'll go
want
up
to
here
do?
and try and. Am I close enough that I can see him now?
You definitely can see him. You just broke
Okay.
through all of these willows and other, almost dead foliage just growing up out of the swamp. And
Okay.
you see him doing this little shuffle dance across the backs of these gators.
Get over here! I'm just gonna yell at him. And
All right.
that'll be my turn.
Sure, Plankbeard shows up, and let's cut scenes to Roberts and Rogers as you just finished up with the odd band of musicians selling their merch in the middle of the swamp, and you just bought some excellent weed. And I believe, Rogers, you were with him as well. Yeah.
I was in some weird place with like a bunch of skulls hanging and
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were offering prayers, and you heard an answer to your prayers, but not in the voice you expected.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to you in a second then. So,
I'm sure
Jake,
that'll be
introduce
fine.
your character.
Roberts is swashbuckler, used to be the quartermaster of the ship they previously crewed, and that ship's sinking would make that the 4th ship that he's crewed that has sunk. So, 100%
Maybe it's you.
effectiveness.
If it keeps happening, is that what they say? Maybe it's you. If it
Well, I
keeps-
have the cursed ability to raise the dead into skeletons, just to do manual labor.
Hmm.
But I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Maybe you just never asked them if they wanted to be raised, and secretly they've been sculling the ships because they just don't want to be raised.
By gum, that makes too much sense.
All right,
Well,
so you
anyway,
just
I got my funky musician's tobacco.
and they continue playing on. They just pointed out the direction, like they just kind of pointed in a direction for you to go to the swamp witch.
Well, I'll start heading in that direction.
All right. So as you head in that direction, you find kind of like off-shot path to the right a little bit. It looks like somebody has recently ran through and trampled down this path. Now, the direction that you're wanting to go is straight ahead. But this other path kind of veers to the right, and you can hear some mighty powerful praying going on over there.
I'll head in that direction.
All right. So, Jeremy, go ahead and introduce Rogers to us. As you just finished praying, a voice that sure doesn't sound like your God
Rogers
told you that he wasn't here right now.
Well, that's a bit awkward. Rogers is zealot. He ain't much of a fighting man. He's here to call on the weather and call on the good Lord keep him from dying. But right now he's hearing something that ain't the good Lord, and he ain't feeling too good about it.
You're feeling downright pagan right now. You're praying in a pagan place, and a pagan god just answered you. I don't know. That may not score you any brownie points with your Lord.
All right, look, I recognize I might be in somebody else's home here, but maybe don't be a dick.
Yeah, I mean, you hear in your head, you may depart safely. About that time, Roberts runs up the path, and yeah, it's your good old friend Rogers from the ship. He's finishing up his prayers and looking a little shaken as he stands up from his kneeling position.
So, see all them skulls hanging from the branches and whatnot? The talk inside your brain meets. I'll convince them to let us leave. I think we should.
Well, you're always talking to people who ain't there, so I guess that's a step up. But I think I know which way the others were headed. The Sea Hag. This way.
Any place but here is good. Okay.
Yeah. I'll start
Right.
heading back towards the path.
So as you
Thanks,
start
stop murdering
moving
me.
away from the rows of skulls that have those candles that are burning inside, each candle just kind of extinguishes itself as you pass by. Okay. We will cut to the inside of the swamp cabin as Chuck, you're
me.
sitting down to a very wonderful jarling tea and the nicest, most dainty bone china cups you've ever had. There's a roaring fire. There's a plush rug beneath your toes, and you're sitting in this cozy chair, enjoying the hospitality of the Swamp Witch, who is a delightful host, actually.
Okay.
You were lost in the swamp, and you just kind of stumbled upon her hut. She's a little scary at first, but delightful.
She's
Delightful.
not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, she's like, hey, come on over here. Look at this guy. She kind of makes room at the window for you.
Yeah.
Never have I seen such acrobatic skills before. Do you think he's an entertainer?
He must be some kind of dancer. Possibly of the exotic sorts. He's just really good on the backs of those things.
How long do you think it'll take him to figure out that Huey, Dewey, and Louie are vegetarians?
Oh, I don't think he'd ever figure that out. Why would he figure that out?
Yeah. More tea.
Yes, please.
Goes over, pours you some more tea. Meanwhile, Eddie.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like full. I've lost track of everything else outside of me just
So
trying to make it back and
has
forth
told you
between
to-
these things.
Platebeard has asked you to jump to land as he's kind of maybe not even reaching out because he doesn't want to get too close to the water.
I can't, mate. I'm actually having fun now. Look how good I am at this. I jump from one to the next one. I've got my bandana off, waving it like a scarf.
Well, that sounds like a defensive role then, as they try to chomp down on you. Okay,
Ooh,
that's not going to make it.
7.
The last one you hopped onto manages to grab your leg and starts the death roll with you, where it begins to spiral in the water. So you're dunked under the water into the slimy swamp, and you're brought back up for air for just a moment. Then you're dunked back down again.
Plankbeard, watch this! And then, oh shit!
Yeah. So Plankbeard, let's go out of initiative right now. You see this happening. You can't help but notice though that the swamp gator isn't like actually tearing his leg off or even biting down. It's just dunking him repeatedly over and over and over again.
Am I getting like a playful or like a defensive kind of vibe? Like, what kind of vibe am I getting from how the Gators are going? If they're
Okay,
not
so
training?
there's really not like an insight or an intelligence stat in this. So I've given you the description, and just as the player, you decide. Like, you're as smart as you want to play him. So actually, I take it back. Presence is smarts as well as perceive. So why don't you make me a presence check?
Okay, I'll do a presence.
Oh, they're definitely
Okay.
playing with him. They're
Okay.
playing with him.
If that's the case, I want to try and find like a good sized log or like stick
Sure.
that I could toss their way. And try and
Ooh,
get them
ooh, I
to,
like it.
Fetch.
Yes, the two that are not ravaging Breck tear off after the log, and they seem to be fighting to see who gets it first. And one of them jumps out of the swamp, and you see how enormous these things actually are. They're like a full 8-9 feet long, probably several times the weight of a man. Snaps that twig out of the air, splashes into the water, and then you see just the snout and the twig coming down to you, and then the mouth opens and drops the twig at your foot.
And I'll pat it.
And I'm sorry, Chuck.
Enjoy.
Did I give you a chance to explain who your character was? I think I didn't. I think I cut just after introducing you. So why don't you tell us who your character is?
I'm Juan. I'm a zealot, really super religious, infested with bugs, and I don't talk to myself ever.
He talks to the bugs.
Yeah, I'm talking to the bugs.
There you go.
That's one.
Okay. Situation seems to be diffused after you see the mighty gator's tail wagging back and forth as it's dropped the stick at your feet. Eddie, yours has stopped trying to drown you and starts to just carry you towards the stilted hut in the distance, leaving you above the swamp so that you can catch your breath.
Dump my hat out, or put my bandana back on and wrap it back up. Onward!
So it dumps you onto this little pier, like it's a floating pier. It looks like it's made out of old grog barrels to keep it floating with planks on top. You notice that there's like a little wooden bin nearby that says snacks, and the gator is like kind of pushing you towards the bin with its snout.
Ooh, what kind of snacks are in there?
They're biscuits of some sort.
I'll pull two out. One for you, one for me. I hand him one. Take a bite. Not so much for me. Throw him the second one as well. Give him a little bow. Good fight, old chap. 1-0. Your advantage.
It swims off. Your host Chuck turns to you and says, "Oh, it looks like they figured it out. Should we greet them? I don't know. They could have bad intentions." Sips her tea. What do you think?
Yeah, we can go talk to him. It's fine.
Okay. So Plakebeard and Beck, out of this hut steps the witch of the swamp. Again, she's wearing this very white face paint. It's her eyes just kind of got this coal black, almost circling like a raccoon. Her hair is kind of natty with very colorful feathers shoved into it. She looks very like austere at first as she grimaces down at you back and looks over at Plankbeard, kind of scowls at you too. And their face just kind of lightens up, big smile on it. And she says, "Come on in. They're fine. They're fine. Hey, you over there, just hop onto the back of Huey or Dewey there. Huey seems to like you."
They're very friendly.
Are they talking to me? Saying that?
Yes. Yeah, she's
Okay.
calling out to you. She kind of motions at a ladder, Beck, to climb up the side to get to where the door is.
Okay.
Fantastic. I run over to the ladder and I get ready to go up, and then I stop for a second and I back away and I kind of motion to it to let somebody else, but there's nobody else there. I just go, "You first, love. Always ladies first." And then I wait a second, kind of watch up the ladder for a second, and then kind of peek a little bit, and then back up the ladder myself.
As you watch up the ladder, she steps aside as if she's letting someone by, and she opens the door to the hut and says, "Come on in. There's tea."
Oh, lovely. I love some tea. By the way, lovely chaps down there you've got. Those little, whatever they are, the giant lizard guys then. Very, very gentle. Much gentler than the last time I've run into something like that. Easily the third most fun drowning I've ever been part of.
You talk a lot, but you're funny. Come on in. I think your friend's already gone in.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And I follow her go in as she motions.
All right, Plankbeard, what are you doing?
I'll pick up the stick and then throw it off again.
Yep.
And then I'll make my way over and climb up.
All right, you gonna go on the back of one of the gators, or are you just gonna wade through the swamp?
I'll go on the back of one of the gators. That sounds fun.
Okay. Yeah, smooth ride. It drops you right off. Does the same thing where it kind of bumps you with its snout over to the snack bin.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I'll climb up and join everyone else.
Okay. She's just now pulling out some extra chairs. The chairs are basically the cut off top or a slab of a tree with spokes put under it to make like a small stool. Very utilitarian. But the inside of her little swamp hut looks very foreboding on the outside, but on the inside it's deep pile carpets. The walls are very colorful with all kinds of feathering and colored beads. There's a beautiful smell of baking bread. Come on. It's been a while since anyone's visited. I must say that it makes me a little nervous to have so many new people here, but I'm sure you're fine. You're all fine. You're fine?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Of course. I apologize. Yeah, they're with me. They may have gotten a little lost on the way. They followed me. I'm the one who actually wanted to come out here. I heard maybe you could help me. I've got a bit of I'm not sure if you'd call it, is a haunting, I guess, is maybe what you'd call it. I don't know. She's lovely, but she follows me everywhere. And I kind of motion off to some empty space.
She's looking right at the empty space, and she's offering the empty space tea. Oh, okay. Oh, no problem. I understand. Here, you can inhale its essence. I think you can still do that. Have a seat over here. And she puts out an extra stool, and as she's looking out the window, this is where Roberts and Rogers are coming up the swamp trail, and you guys see these 3 giant gators cutting their way through the swamp, heading towards the last of the solid land. Are these your friends too? She points out the window.
Yeah, those are my friends. They're a little bit lost. Does look like they maybe... Is that smoke coming from them? Are they on fire?
We were all on the same ship together. It got wrecked.
Oh. She calls out to you, Roberts and Rogers. Hop onto the back of the gators. They're fine.
I'll kind of stick my head out the window and wave to them as well, like, "Hey guys, it's all right. They're playful. You should go for a romp with them. It's a lot of fun."
They look very menacing.
You're muted there, Jeremy.
Just, such and such, you didn't let the lion eat Daniel. Just let this croc fucking spare me.
I'll wait to see what happens to Rogers before
I'll do it. I'll
take
do
the
a little prayer
crocodile
first.
challenge.
Okay. Yeah, you hop onto its back, and it takes you on a rather smooth ride up to the little floating dock that's right outside of the swamp hut. And it does the same thing where it nudges you towards this little wooden bin that says snacks.
Okay. Look in the little bin. Good boy, girl. I don't know.
Its tail thumps in the water.
What? I'll be in a second. I'm actually going to sit down and pet it for a second if its tail thumps.
Oh yeah, yeah. It sticks its head kind of in your lap. So you're taking a really good look at this thing. It's not what you expected. It certainly has the form and shape of a swamp gator, but it seems to be made out of fungus. It's like a mushroom. Its little teeth are not sharp at all. They're little nubs, like you run your fingers across them and they kind of flex and move around.
That's a good little thing. Good. Yep, you're good.
I see him down there yell out the window like, "It's all right, Rogers. They're agnostic, or what's the word? Solid? I don't know. I'm not sure. They don't eat meat."
I know. Just sunshine on you and all that sort of thing.
Yep. Robert's.
Sir, oh no, thank you. I'm agnostic.
You come over across as well. Okay, so everybody's together and you're inside the witch's hut. Up close, while her get up again looks imposing, she is a very young woman. Beneath all the makeup and the silk robe and all the colorful feathers in her hair. And the inside of this place is quite cozy, quite comfortable. Smells amazing. So you say you're here for a particular reason? Oh, your friend here, by the way, says that she doesn't like being attached to you any more than you like her being attached to you. Something about a family curse.
Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly fair, I don't blame her on that one. I'm a bit odd sometimes, even after you do get to know me. And, well, I'm not really sure if there's a way to help her pass on as such. I'd love to help her if I can.
Yeah, you have to break this legacy curse. You got to find out what your forefathers did to make this happen, and you got to make it right.
Right. Was kind of hoping it'd be as easy as like stealing something. Maybe I'm much better at that.
Oh, it might be that simple.
Well, that's reassuring.
If you like, I can do a prayer for you to see if the Almighty up above would let us know how to get rid of your ghost.
That would be fantastic. I don't think I caught your name, sir.
Juan, we served together on that ship for years.
Yes, he was on your ship.
Right, of course we did. I met someone else. Thank you.
The rest of the crew. Apparently, he just made it here before you did.
It's all right. I apologize. Still got a little swamp water in my ears. Yeah, all right, that's better.
Yeah,
I will remind you, Chuck, that your power is yes or no answer.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I'll use commune and do a spirit test. And my question will be, can Beck do drugs to get rid of his ghost?
You got ghosts in your blood. Better do cocaine about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make the roll.
I got an 11. My target
was
8.
Yeah, your target is you're good. You're good. The answer is yes.
You can do drugs to get rid of it.
Oh, that's like the second best answer I could have hoped for.
You're welcome.
Do we have any though? I mean, those biscuits down there are close, but I'm not sure those count.
In the woods.
I don't have any drugs.
Oh, you ran across those filthy musicians trying to sell their merch.
Yes, it was awkward. But they told me this.
I felt sorry for them. I bought their T-shirt, but I can't say that I really like their music at all.
That's how it usually goes.
It's an awkward place to be in.
Yeah.
She produces a tie-dye T-shirt.
That is bright.
And the rest of you, did you come here in support of your friend trying to get this curse removed?
Yeah, he kind of wandered off in a direction, and we decided to follow him.
Yeah, we decided he shouldn't be eaten by any strange lizards or beset upon by strange musicians. So,
It's always good to introduce yourself to who you're about to become a meal to first. I agree. It's bad form to be eaten and not know the name of the person eating you.
Right, exactly. Good manners and all.
Yes.
Well, so about those drugs. Anyone have any?
Mm-mm.
yeah, here's the musician's funny tobacco.
Oh, that's very
great.
potent stuff.
I just take like a little bit, and I'm not sure how it works, so I just like start sticking it in my mouth.
Stop. Oh,
Oh,
that's going to be
okay.
really
All right.
bad for you in a few hours. No, you smoke this. Hold on a moment.
Oh, okay.
She pulls out a pipe, like it's a corn cob sort of, just a very simple pipe. She's like, here you go. You can take a piece of wood from my fireplace over there and light it. I will warn
thank
you.
you.
They're bad musicians that they are. They have a very powerful smoke.
All right. Well,
You're
I mean,
probably going to want to lay down afterwards. There's some nice throw pillows over there. You might just arrange them for yourself on the floor.
lovely. You're so accommodating. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, in case I forget later, somebody mentioned that you take some trade on occasion for things. I'm not sure if this is worth anything. And I pull out this old, like, antique key that has a blue gem in the hilt of it that kind of shines and sparkles a little bit in the darkness.
So when you say that, she's like, the townspeople told you that, didn't they? She walks over to this closet and she opens it. And there's just like this complete collection of the trashiest things that you like. An old sack, a hat with a hole in it, a shoe with a hole in it, a trident with but 2 tines. It's like I take cash. I take money. I keep telling them this, but they never bring money. But this is nice. This is nice.
Well, my goodness, that makes a lot more sense. I would too if I were you, but apparently the people in town are idiots. I apologize.
That's why I don't like going into town often. I really don't like them. They're all so morose.
I don't blame you. It's nice to hear anyway.
It is.
Well, I better get down to it.
Before I take this very nice looking key, what services did you want? I mean, I have a wide selection of potions and unguents. I can do some soothsaying for you if needed.
Oh, well, honestly, I was just looking for help with the ghost, but why don't you hold on to that in case anything terrible happens to me while I'm doing this extremely potent weed over here? And then if anything happens, feel free to keep it, I guess. The gem might be worth something at least, but, you have such a lovely place. I'd like to say thank you somehow.
Well, you're going to be out for quite a while, so I'll just keep this safe for you. She puts it in the closet with all the other bric-a-brac.
I'll go lay down and light this pipe up and go like, 1, 2, 3 and a big huff, I guess.
Okay. I would like give me a spirit check, please.
Oh boy. All right. 15.
You smoke and everybody watches as his body goes limp with this goofy grin on his face as he starts, just for no apparent reason, doing this little chuckling in the back of his throat as he fades off. And
I'm sitting up and I'm like, I don't know if it's even working.
Beck, you see, I don't know if it's even working, and you look around and you see your body laying on the pillows with this goofy expression on his face as you start to drool up the side of your mouth a little bit, and you have
trying to swim back on my floor while I'm laying down.
You see this bright silver cord attaching you to your body, and you see all your friends here, but you see an extra person. You see the spirit that's been haunting you this whole time.
Hello, love. Am I on your side? Are you on my side? I'm not sure which way we went round now.
It's a dark-haired teenage young lady who's dressed in a fashion that's a few decades behind at this point. Very society, very nice. dress, but she just looks a little haggard. She's got her hands over the bowl of tea, and you see like the steam coming off the tea. Her body is kind of just absorbing, and she's got this nice look on her face. And she looks over to you and says, "Oh, great! Now you can talk to me."
I know this probably isn't exactly what you like to deal with, but I mean, I want to help. I want to help you move on if I can. Is there
I
anything
would
you can
really
tell
like
me?
that too. I don't know. What did your ancestors do to my family that made this happen?
Well, not to be indelicate, but the first thing that comes to mind might be piracy.
Oh, you probably one of your ancestors probably stole our family seal. That's probably what it is.
What question? Let's pretend for a second I don't know what that is. What would that look like?
A ring, a signet ring. Probably robbed and killed one of my ancestors for it because it would have been made of solid gold with gems set in it and has our family crest.
Ah, okay. Yes, that does sound like the sort of thing a pirate would take.
Yeah.
So I probably need to find that and return it to your family, maybe.
We'll put it in our family mausoleum, bury it with one of my ancestors, or myself would be fine.
Okay, I can probably do that. Where are you all buried?
Where are we? See, you don't know.
I don't know. I'm in a swamp right now.
I guess you should find out.
All right, so I got to find out where you're buried, and then also find the ring, and then return it to where you're buried. Okay.
I can't help you with the ring. You'll have to ask your own family about that. But the ancestral holdings are in Spain.
In Spain. Okay. So you're probably buried in Spain.
Oh, no, most definitely. The family crypts are in Spain.
Okay. So the crypts are in Spain. All right. I can remember this. All right. You're in Spain. I need to find the ring. Find my family. Oh, that's going to be a tough one. All right. Okay. No, I got this. All right. Question before, I don't know how long this lasts. I might fade out or whatever happens here in a minute. But before I go, should I call you anything in particular? I don't want to be obnoxious and call you the wrong thing, young miss. It's
Cynthia is my name, and I do have a favor to ask you.
Yes.
I can only move about 15, 20 feet away from you. So that thing you do with yourself at night before you go to bed is really disgusting.
Wait, which thing? There's a couple of them.
All of them. Just remember, you're never alone.
All right.
You're never alone. There's certain
Fair
things
enough.
even in
I do
death
tend
you
to forget
can't
that.
unsee.
I apologize. That is not something a young miss of your age should see. I
You
will
are
be
correct.
more discreet.
All of you just notice Beck is just mumbling to himself and drooling, and just occasionally he's laughing. What are the rest of you doing?
Beck is toast right now. This is great.
Yeah.
Anybody got a piece of charcoal we can draw on his face?
I mean, that's how I saw God.
Yeah, I start doodling on his face.
She hands you a piece of ember from the fireplace that's cooled off, so you got this piece of coal.
So you wouldn't happen to have any potions or unguents that would take care of, say, somebody getting their ass kicked?
Oh, I do, in fact, have a number of things I could sell or trade you for. Prefer sell, but that I can trade you for if need be.
I do have silver.
Oh, even better. Even better. What are you looking for?
Just something to patch me up and get me up in fighting form, as it were.
Okay, let's see. Yes, I do have a number of healing potions here. Give me just a second to pull up her list. Potions, okay. Actually, she goes to another cabinet, opens up, and they're all very like handmade, like hollowed out pieces of swamp reed with little cork stoppers on them. They're all meticulously the very great penmanship. It's like a love potion, one day, love potion, permanent, healing potion. And it is in a rather large-looking needle. It's an injectable. Next shelf is random poisons.
I'll take the big scary one, I suppose.
Okay, well, this one is, it will certainly, you apply it to a big mass of tissue. The buttocks is the easiest place to accept this. That could be 50 silver, though. It's very hard to get the ingredients. Although, again, I'm open to barter. It's very hard for me to harvest what I need to make these potions. I could have the price if you're willing to go and find the ingredients.
Nah.
Very well. She takes one of the injectors off the shelf. I need to look
Tell you what, once we
bigger
become
when it's
rich
in your
after
hand.
saving the fair kidnapped lady of this island, I'll come back and buy some stuff.
Oh, the governor's daughter, still missing.
Yeah.
Okay. She hands it over, and again, that needle looks even bigger now that it's in your hand.
You need help with that?
I suppose.
Give it here. I knew how to heal someone once.
Oh my goodness, if you mess this up.
How can you mess it up? It's a healing shot. I will take it and gladly bury it deep into his chest.
Push the plunger.
Just Pulp Fiction style.
Yeah. Well, it is a healing potion. That hurts a heck of a lot. Roll a d6, Roberts. So if you remember how to roll, hit the little skull with a hat. Oh, you've got it there. Oh, nice. 8 hit points is what you get back.
That's a lot more than I can actually have, but I'm pleased at max health.
So maxes you back out, and you actually feel a little bit of, you feel a little peppier, a little sprier than before. It doesn't detract from the fact that someone just stabbed you in the heart. It hurt a lot.
Please tell me it's still sticking out of your chest.
It's still sticking in his chest. Yes.
You can just kind of finger it like those little door thingies on the backside of walls.
Yep.
So,
No, if I can ever get my hands on some good quality steel, those needles needn't be that that large. But things are hard to come by from here.
Yeah. Well, again, once I get rich, I'll come by and buy your closet full of crap for you.
Can I interest you in any variety of poisons I might have here? I've got some paralysis poisons. I've got some poisons that'll just make you run for hours out of mouth and your back end. And these are great for when if you want to take out some vengeance on somebody, but you don't really want them to die. These are great potions for that.
I'll look at Juan. I'll take that one that makes you run a lot.
5 silver. 5 silver. Just sprinkle it into your object of hatred's food or drink. It's odorless, it's tasteless. They'll never know.
Oh, baby, that sounds great. Yeah, I'll pay 5 silver for that.
Oh my!
I can do some divination. I can read the cards for you.
What does divination run?
50 silver per question. I'll give you the first question free.
I mean, seems like the smart choice to say, "Where's that one girl?" Right?
Oh, certainly. You're the first to actually come here and ask me that.
I mean, it seems like given some of the stuff they've talked about, you'd be the one who'd be knowledgeable of it.
For some people, going through the swamps is just too much out of their way. Granted, most of the villagers seem to be drunk all the time. So
Yeah.
that's probably what makes it hard.
I would say there's that one spot with the skulls, what talk inside your brain meat. That's a little off-putting.
Oh, the Grove of the Old God. Yeah. She's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have like a little knitting circle down there once a month or so on the full moon. I mean, we have to bring a sacrifice, but she's good people.
Okay. I wasn't quite sure what to make of it when I went there, but you said she was nice enough to let me walk away. I didn't have a sacrifice with me, but I guess that makes her.
She doesn't take virgins.
Oh, you dork.
Oh,
I ain't married, okay? I just. Somebody else can have that question if they want. I'm gonna sit in the corner.
No, I
How
think
long
you were
do
on
things
something
that
to ask me
die
about that
come
later.
back here?
No, someone sit down. I can run the definition, but I can't be the one to ask the question, and no one else has come to ask that. So yeah, please. This might be very useful to the city as a whole. One of you?
I'll do it.
Oh, one, please. Yeah, have a seat. Looks
Okay.
out these oversized cards and starts shuffling them, lays them out in front of you. It's like, okay, pick 3 cards here. Just anyone you're particularly drawn to.
I picked 3 cards at random.
Okay. Let me see your palm for a minute.
Here's my hand.
She stabs a dagger through your palm into the card
Ow.
that you drew. No, I know it hurts. We'll fix it after. It's fine. No, just hold it. Just hold it there for a minute. Let me see what the blood does. And she does the reading by looking how your blood soaks the table.
Yeah, I'm okay with being a virgin now.
I'm seeing an old castle, and its protectors and guards are all from the dead. I see the princess. She's in a cell. It's more of a. Is that a velvet painting on the wall? Is that a mirror above the bed? It's more of a boudoir.
Oh no.
She's happy.
Okay, so it would seem the governor's daughter is a powerful witch, and maybe it's good she stays gone.
Oh no, she's a prisoner. She's in a locked room.
It's
deep
that
below.
One
Yeah.
syndrome where they start to like their kidnappers.
Yeah.
Heroin.
That's it.
Berlin syndrome, right?
Right. Berlin heroin. That's what they call it.
She doesn't appear to be ensorcelled or drugged. She's not there of her own free will, but she doesn't mind being there.
I mean, I imagine if you're in a castle, it's probably a lot nicer than being in a shit town.
The castle overlooks the town. I can see from the top parapets. You can see the village. You can see the town. It's very old. There's a very old power there as well. Oh, it's fading. Hold on.
Oh, no.
And she twists the knife in your hand so you bleed a little bit more. Oh, there it is. It's coming in better now. The reception's better.
Oh, tuna in Tokyo.
Ow.
Oh, yes. It seems that the guards slumbered during the day, returned to their graves, but the undead aren't the only thing defending the castle. But if you wish to rescue the daughter of the governor, it seems daylight is your easiest way in.
Right.
Pulls that knife out of your palm and causing another spurt of blood to come out of you. How many hit points do you actually have?
5.
Roll me a d6.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Okay. You feel very faint from the loss of blood. She takes 4 points of damage.
Oh, God.
And she goes to
no.
the shelf and she pulls out another one of those needles and she just shoves it into your backside, depressing the
I was
plunger.
gonna say Roberts is probably like, oh, I can do this.
All right.
I'll do it for you.
So we need to sneak in under the darkness of light. What if we do it daytime hours, but I call a storm in?
You're all
Make
good
it
again,
work.
Chuck. Yeah.
Good. So we go to the castle, like you said. We go to the daytimes. Wait, did you say something about a suppository?
No,
No,
I said a storm. I mean, I
Oh.
thought that one thing was like kind of like them things when you got a turkey and you're gonna squirt some things in,
A
like
baster.
a baster. Yeah, I thought that was like a healing baster or something. I've never worked with this kind of healing before. But what I was meaning is like sometimes I can call in storms with clouds and whatnot, make it nice and dark. Because sometimes when it's good and stormy, it's still dark during the daytime hours.
Okay.
so we can sneak in. Yeah.
Beck is muttering something about Spain in a ring.
Yeah, the rains in Spain fall mostly
On
on uh,
On Jane. They fall mostly on
Jane.
Jane.
And they're purple, I think. Purple rain.
yeah, and there's a little red beret or something that Jane has.
Well, that's a freebie for yourself and for the city if it does any good. If anyone else has a question they'd like me to divine.
I don't have money, so I don't want to get stabbed again.
How long have things been not dead when they die here?
Oh, well, the town folks have this silly notion that it is something that came after them, but this island's been this way forever. My mom recently passed, and I've taken over the position of swamp hag. But the hag before my mom remembered the castle was always a haven for the undead. This island has a way of giving life back to that which is lifeless. But of course, when you bring more people around and more people die, it becomes more obvious. It's like, if I tell you the number 16, I say the number 16, and you may never see the number 16 in your everyday life, but now that I've said it,
I don't
you're
think
going to
they go
see the
that
number
high.
16 all over the place.
I don't think they go that high.
It's 2 hands, a foot, and a toe.
Oh wow!
But now that I've said it, everywhere you look, you're going to see the number 16.
Before I
How it works.
before I bought that poison, I had 16 coins in my pocket.
Okay.
Well, let's go to the castle.
Yeah.
Like if we do have to fight anything what's undead and whatnot, what's good for fighting them?
The undead? Well, you seem to be a holy man. I mean, they don't particularly like holy things, holy symbols, true faith, that sort of thing. But otherwise, I mean, they're just animated. I mean, knock them apart, bludgeoning weapons that can just kind of break them up so that they can't move so well works just fine. But don't rely on simply wounding them. They don't feel wounds. They're not slowed by having an arm or a leg hacked off. You have to render them so that they can't really do more to you.
Okay. All right.
Crack him in the noggin with a Karat. Got it.
I got it. We'll all take our socks off, fill them with rocks. Good to go. Not only are the socks holy, but the rocks bludgeon.
Back in Hag College, we used to do that to the slowest of the hags because, we'd always be punished because the slowest of the hags just look bad on all of us. So, at night, we'd fill up our stockings with stones and soap, and we'd go and beat the crap out of the slowest hag until they got their crap together.
Bonding.
But won't there always be a slowest hag?
Well, as long as they're averaging okay, we don't get punished as much. But, if somebody's way outside the curve, they need a
That's
good
where it's
socking.
trouble.
They need a good socking.
You've been real kind and helpful. I feel like once we get this job done, we'll have money for good booze. I feel like we should share some of that with you.
Oh, I don't drink, but I could really use some provisions.
Okay.
Okay.
One more thing I'll tell you is that this island, when it animates the dead, they're generally mindless. They don't really have a bloodlust or an agenda or a directive. They just the spirit of the land just takes over a body and goes for a walk in it. Like, putting on someone else's shoes and going for a little stretch to see how it feels. Well, that's the island. The island is just taking a little romp. It's not particularly evil. When they do have an agenda and they're set to do something like guard a castle, it's very unnatural. It usually means some necromancer or someone with a very strong will has imposed themselves on the undead in the area.
Okay.
If you really want to take them all out, you got to find out who that is.
Right.
Mm.
How's that?
Beat him with
That old.
stone socks.
Oh yeah, sock them real good.
That old god lady who was talking about how she feel about this whole undead thing. Like one of them were come walking up her little doorstep.
Oh, she's kept away from them, from what I can tell. They're just only human servants attending to her.
Right.
I'm sorry, you were asking about the princess, or are you asking about someone else?
Well, no, I was just like, if push came to shove, if they came across her doorstep, would she smite them?
Oh, they would never make it to my doorstep.
Gotcha. So, I mean, if we get chased, we know where to go.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't have a particular intent to do me harm on your mind, you'll be able to reach me just fine. I mean, Huey, Dewey, and Louie might play with you a little bit. Oh, and I would check yourselves for leeches before you leave. And I've got to say, as she kind of looks out the window, the swamp is not a great place to navigate once it becomes dark. The dead rise here too, and you've not but a few hours before the light starts to fade. You're welcome to stay the night here.
We gotta go.
Wait, oh, we're not staying the night.
You're welcome to sleep on my floor. I've got very little else, but you're welcome. It's probably safer, but you could make it. If you didn't dally in the swamp and you weren't overly delayed, you'd make it back to the town before nightfall.
I look at Bex mumbling, inebriated.
Yeah. Probably want to wait a little bit
Yeah,
till that
let's-
wears off.
Let's let him sleep it off and we'll all catch some Z's.
Well, let me prepare
You
some
said-
food. I've got some swamp trout, and I've got a great salad.
That's funny. Swamp Trout was the name of my first wife.
I don't think it's her.
Hopefully not.
I wouldn't
So you said there's someone that seems to be like controlling the undead. in
Oh, yes.
certain
If you
areas?
have a strong enough will, or you know any of the necromantic arts, you can impose your will on the undead that the island motivates.
Oh, that should be fun.
Good to know.
Oh, make yourselves at home. I'll start cooking. And she puts, she starts skewering bits of fish and some vegetables over the fire, and it's just, the aroma starts. You still, you've had the smell of baking bread the entire time you've been in here, but you don't see an oven. You don't see anything actually on the fireplace at all.
It's one of the little aroma things. Yeah. We'll plug
When's
in.
the
in
bread gonna be
wall
done?
outlet.
Bread?
Yeah. When's the bread going to be done?
Oh, I don't have any bread. Wheat's hard to come by.
Why does it smell like bread in here?
She pulls out like this big meaty mushroom, and it smells like a fresh loaf of bread. It's deadly poison, but it smells wonderful.
You got a knack for that. That was I don't know if it was. I heard you say Huey and Dewey. And I heard another name. I missed it, but they're kind of spongy. Are they also this?
Oh, no. But they're, well, sort of. They're a fungus. I've kind of crafted them myself and put a little bit of intellect into them, and they're wonderful guardians.
You might be the most fascinating woman I ever met.
Thank you. Mom thought so.
It's all right, Rogers. Here, once we get a moment alone, let me fix your eyebrows up a little bit.
He probably does have like he's got like matching like gray hairs coming off of his eyelashes and out of his ears. He's got those weird old man ear tufts.
Yep. So Beck comes out of his stupor about the time the food's ready, and of course you've got stoner stomach where you just can't get enough into you. You got the munchies.
Pineapples!
Yeah.
Oh, lads, I just had the weirdest dream. Also, I have a lot of apologizing to do to a little miss, apparently. Need to keep my hands to myself, but not so. Anyway, point is, what smells so good?
It's this mushroom here. Do you want to try a bite?
Oh, man, I wish I liked mushrooms. I'm more of an anchovy guy.
You're handed a stick with seafood on it. Some of it has tentacles, some of it is fish, and there's some kind of baked vegetable on there too. Some tubers and roots.
This'll look like it'll tickle me throat on the way down.
That's what she
Yeah.
said.
That's the name of my second wife.
Mm. She had tentacles. Yes, you guys are well fed, and you can just her floor is very cozy with all kinds of thick carpets and pillows all over the place. So it's like, well, just go ahead and rest. The house is well protected at night. She doesn't have like a bedroom herself. There's just like a hammock that's strung across two supporting timbers. That's her bed, which is still in the same main room. So she just retires to that with a little bit of steamed mushroom milk. Would you like any? I'm afraid it tastes really foul. It's very foul tasting, but it helps with the dreams.
Yes.
You know what? Yeah, I'll try some. Why not?
Okay.
Okay.
Unless you've got some murderous agenda on your minds, the night will pass. Those of you that have the mushroom milk are horrified at the extremity of the vivid dreams you have, where you're hunted by covens of witches. You're torn open as you watch, and your entrails are used to divine the future. It's all very horrifying. But you awaken completely refreshed.
Nice.
Oh,
Yes.
What a deep, unsettling sleep.
Yeah, I
That's
feel like
fantastic.
I got an uncle that used to be a witch hunter. I feel like he's got some things to account for. Whew.
You wake to her already have prepared a breakfast, and she's having tea. She's apparently talking to your ghost, Beck. And she kind of looks over you with this nasty look on her face, saying, "He does what in front of you?"
He's like, now look, I didn't know. I can't always see her. I will continue to apologize. It's not what I intended. As I quickly stuff my hands under my arms and fold them there, nope, not touching myself, nothing.
Does that mean you'll stop doing that in the communal bunk room as well?
Look, let's not get ahead of ourselves. If I can solve this thing.
Is anybody still down on hit points at all? No one? Okay.
I'm good.
I don't think so. You're resting.
Yeah, everyone's very refreshed. She provides you with a warm soup, a very stimulating warm beverage, and unless you need anything else, she bids you goodbye. And she says, "And if you would please tell the town folks, silver and gold are just fine. Just fine."
Will do.
I already got
Money
jingle
on-
up for it.
Absolutely.
Silver and gold.
And as we go, if we do have to head back this way, is there maybe a list of things you need the most? Maybe we could help bring back for you.
Oh yeah, she does. She gives you her shopping list. This is what she would buy the next time she was in town, which includes things like flour and sugar and coffee.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. I am going to make a few random rolls as you make your way through the swamp, as it is not exactly free of terrors.
Yeah, do we run into that band again? Because I might want to get some more of that. Some more of that pipe tobacco that you guys got from them.
What band are you talking? When I showed up from the ship, it was just an easy straight walk to get to her house.
You got completely lost, though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's enchanted swampland, so
You do not hear anyone playing music, and the most direct route out of the swamp, you do not encounter them.
Dang it. Need to find those guys. Get some more of that pipe weed. Maybe one of those shirts.
you said the shirt was bright. It was also loud.
Yeah, just my kind of style. I want to find one of those t-shirts and tear it up into a bandana.
There you go.
So what
All
leads
right.
did we have to find the girl that was missing?
We got to go to a castle.
Go to the castle.
Okay.
It's in the background.
Yep, it is.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you can see it there. So you make your way back to town first, I'd imagine, or do you go directly to the castle?
Yeah.
Kind of have to go
maybe
to
back
town
to
to
town
get there.
first.
So,
Oh, town
Yeah.
first.
yeah. The members from the crew you just recently signed up on are still convalescing. And you come in just in time to get lunch, which is provided for all the crew members. And the bartender's like, hey, that guy's not part of your crew, pointing to Juan.
Yeah, he is. We've worked with him
I
for
am too.
years.
So one of the other sailors is like, did you want to join our crew as well?
I thought I already was. Oh, is this a new crew? Yes, I'm on board.
And you're okay with the smuggling and the killing and the looting?
Yes.
It's in the bylaws.
It's also in
He's
the
a
Bible.
frog's
so
ass
it's great.
watertight.
They smuggle goods to people in need.
Oh, that's fine.
That's technically
You
true.
keep telling yourself that, Rogers. See,
I-
Steve Barkeep, he's part of the crew.
Do I get it? The cut my share of the plunder? Do I get just one cut for myself, or do like I get my cut and then each of my fleas get their cut as well?
Oh, that's a good question. Hey,
I mean,
Frank. This
part
guy
of the
that's even
team.
more infested than you comes out. He's almost like got a halo of fleas all around him. How much of a cut did the fleas get? Yeah, they don't get a cut. I gotta pay for them.
Those fleas are stowaways.
Yeah.
They're not even part of the crew.
There you go. I'm
They
afraid
were
fleas don't get a cut.
Please.
That's terrible news. All right, I'm still in the crew.
Frank's mostly flea these days.
Life goals.
It's more flea than man.
It's you got to really work towards it because, like it says in the One Testament, like we are legion, and you just become a hive mind.
I think Frank's almost there.
And that's a
There's not
good
much
thing.
left of him.
It is. Why think with one brain when you can think with 50,000 brains?
Mm-hmm. That have one brain cell apiece.
Say about the killing and the stealing and the all that sort of thing. You wouldn't happen to have any long distance stabbing implements, would you?
And they kind of look around. It's like, well, one of them pulls out a couple of flintlock pistols. It's like, I've got these, and they're not really in use right now. I suppose I can lend them to you. Got no ammo though. You're gonna have to stop at the store to get some shot.
I can do that.
I want
Tell
these
you-
back. This here's Lucille. She's the one that's got the bigger barrel on the end. This one here's Lucille. She's my main. She's my steady. Always a good shot. This one here, this is Cordelia. She's a bitch.
I think me and Cordelia will get along just fine.
She explodes in your hand every once in a while. Just to be
That's good
tested.
to
All
know.
right, so you got a pair of flintlock pistols. So I believe you guys have access to, let's see, maybe not. In their handouts, there are equipment, and you can find your weapons in there. You have to put them into your character sheet yourself. There's not a drag and drop, unfortunately, but you can make it in your sheet.
Flintlock pistol.
Yep, 2d4. Reload 2, range 30. You have a pair of them. Other than that, several throwing knives, but not really anything else.
Yeah.
20 rounds of shot will cost you 10 silver.
Perfect. I got 10 extra silver.
How did you guys get money?
Oh, I wanted.
It's a good question.
You have some starting money, and then he won some in a tile game.
Mm. Okay.
Let me look it up if you didn't find it there. It's on your characters, on the character class. But let's see. Actually, give me 1 second.
Also, should I have more spells than my commune?
Just commune, but you can cast other spells. You get more as you advance in levels.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Carousing, drinking, relation. I thought there was just a chart, but I guess it's with the class. Okay, here we go. You're a zealot, right?
Yep.
Okay. What we didn't do right last time, Eddie, and what you need a deck of cards for is that every time that you spend one of the devil's luck points, you have to make a card draw.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Ooh, actually, you may not start with any gold.
My sheet says 0.
Yeah, let's do it this way.
I didn't.
Go ahead and roll me. We'll do it this way. A D100, please.
Oh my gosh. It only goes up to D10. So this first 10. There we go. 13.
13. Okay.
Would that be
Oh,
3?
wow.
I think that would technically be a 3.
A 3. Okay. Actually, that is still kind of cool. Oh, wow. You have something major on you.
Oh shit.
62. Okay. Roll me a D20. This is from looting a body. It was one of the washed up, one of your sailor buddies that washed up on the shore with you, but did not survive.
Okay. That is a 13.
13. You have a necklace made of eyeballs.
I like it.
Oh my god.
You can sell it, or it is actually a magical item.
I like that.
You can become invisible for D6 plus spirit rounds, or until you attack or take damage.
Okay.
Now you can sell that. You could have sold that in town for some gold.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'm keeping that.
So you have no gold on you, but somehow the dead crew member that washed up on the beach with you had a necklace of eyeballs on him. There are these dry, shrunken eyeballs.
Should I have rolled for something like that, or
No,
should I
I'm just
have
giving that to Chuck because he didn't get a chance to gamble or do anything else at the beginning to make money. So,
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I think I started with 0 money, but I steal most things
Yep.
anyway. So, speaking of which, before we head out, is there anybody passed out in this room that seems to have a very fancy hat?
it's just your new crew members right now. Nobody else in the bar this early. So, assume you took off pretty quickly after waking up because you wanted to get to the castle while there's still daylight. So yeah, there's not a lot of people in here right now. It's before noon, before high noon. Most people have jobs. You know, pirating's a job.
Fair enough.
But if well, I tell you what, let us do this. Go ahead and roll me a D100. if you're just looking to see what you can find around you.
I will do the same as Chuck and roll 2d10.
Mm-hmm.
Call that 72.
72. Okay. No hats, no haberdashery around, but you do find somebody left behind a map on a table.
Ooh. I will pocket that.
Yeah, since the Coral Town is marked on it, the swamp's marked on it, and there's a big X. You don't know what the X means, but there's a big X on the map.
Guys, I think I found where a church is. Oh, wait, I'm holding it sideways. Okay, it might be an X. Honestly, I don't know if I should be excited or a little insulted by this. I mean, it's a bit on the nose, don't you think?
Maybe
it's going to get and this is kind of a
Well, maybe it's got to be on the nose because you get lost in the daggone swamp.
No, the swamp's on the map. It's right here, plain as day.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that, navigating it's a bit difficult. I mean,
where is the X on the map?
It's on the beach.
Ooh. Guys, we might have to, once we're done with the princess girl, whatever her name is, and we're all rich and stuff, what you say we maybe get a little richer? Maybe find some shovels and see what this X is.
I like money.
I do too.
Right, so make ourselves rich enough to buy shovels, and then we use the shovels to get richer.
Yeah, exactly. See, you're on it. I knew you were the smart one, Rogers.
I could get a third pistol.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do? Anyone else that wants to kind of loot or looking around for something useful is welcome to roll too. I mean, it's, just going on by what you're describing you're doing.
I would love. Listen, Rogers.
Right.
Here's what I need you to do.
Mm-hmm.
This group obviously needs a strong prayer while we eat this meal that's being provided for us.
Right.
So I need you to stand up on that table and give the strongest prayer you've ever given.
Right.
All right, go for it.
God is good. God is great. He blesses you when you eat this meat and tries to keep you from shitting yourselves to death. Amen.
While he's doing that, I'm going to try and use a distraction to steal some free booze from behind the bar.
Okay. You go behind the bar. You find a rail of what you imagine is the good stuff because it's not in plain view. You grab a bottle. The bartender sees you and just shrugs and says, "The captain's paying for it anyway."
Fuck yeah, I grab it too.
Let me clue you in a little bit there. What do they call you, Juan? So the bartender is just this huge, just corpulent fat man. This is the size of like two large men. And he's got this little bitty stool he sits on. He's like, let me let you in on something here. Juan, is it?
Yep, that's Juan.
Juan. You're in a town full of pirates, thieves, cutthroats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your skills are lacking.
It's fine. I'm the holy man in the group, so I'm not supposed to be good at stealing. I'm one of the holy men in the group. He's the good one. I'm the bad one.
The bad one? Who do you pray to?
Chaos.
Chaos. Okay. Huh? Yeah. What do I get if I pray to this god of yours? You got any pamphlets or flyers? Can I subscribe to a newsletter?
Yeah, I do. Absolutely, I do. You got a piece of paper? I'll write down all the information you need.
Oh, yeah. Pushes a napkin over.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, write things like go to a nice restaurant and shit in the salad bar. And there you will be an acolyte of chaos.
Paul Tass.
You're welcome.
There's no salad bars around here. I guess I could.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
I could
that's
make a
part of the-
salad bar. Then I could shit in my own salad bar. Would that still work?
I think that would
That would
get
be
you brownie
even better.
points.
I think the
During
most
the
amount of
grand
effort
opening.
given there would probably guarantee it. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Wendy's is the optimal answer, but really making your own salad bar just to shit in it, I think that takes the cake.
All right. All right.
Congratulations.
You got a holy symbol or something? So, like, he exposes his neck that's full of, like, you thought he was just wearing gold and silver chains. There's like a different holy symbol at the end of each one of them. Oh, you got to cover your bases, right?
Yeah. It's the one with the circle and all the arrows pointing out from the center with
Oh,
the skull in the middle.
Yeah, okay. Right. I got to give me one of them.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to do anything to prepare to go up to Skeleton Point, which is now on your screen?
I'm just gonna buy some ammo.
Yeah. Easy
my
enough to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have rope.
You can buy some rope.
Yeah.
I think
You know
rope's
what I
like
might
5
do,
silver,
like-
100 feet.
Maybe I'll find something that I could carry pretty well. Could carry a lot of water, what that I could pray over. Try and like commune, like consecrate that water tonight before we go and do this. Have myself a good little jug of holy water.
It doesn't have to be real clean. I mean, that's why we drink beer, you know.
Now, you know, the good Lord's here to take the things that are dirty and make them pure. I'll pray over it.
Okay.
That's the only thing that Rogers can think of is like get a vial of water, pray over it, maybe try and make it holy water to toss on undead.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
See, Rogers, the secret is you get your bottle and you pray to make it holy water.
Right.
And then you tie some ropes around it so you can swing it like a flail. But it's
Right.
only good against ghosts.
Got
Let
it.
me actually see if there is a prayer for that. Give me a second.
I'm not even sure. That's just me. Like,
No, I'm sure there is. Give me just a second. Let me see what that would fall under. Protection. Okay. Why don't you make me a spirit check?
okay, I will.
Is there
Check.
assistance in this game?
Oh, god damn it.
Okay. You go to do your prayer, and kind of like an echo of a memory in the back of your head, you hear the "He's not here." But you
Well,
say your prayer over the water.
No, I guess I'll still carry it with me.
Now you're welcome to spend the devil what's it called? Devil's luck. If you want to spend a devil's luck point, you can do that.
You know what? I will.
Okay, so it's a reroll, or you can just add. I think it's 2.
Do you need a
Well,
card
but-
draw for that?
Would 11
doesn't.
be enough?
The rapscallion is the only one that does that.
I think you need
Yeah,
12,
le-
don't you? Or is it 11?
Oh no, for powers there's a sliding scale. So like you do your blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think you did a good job. You don't hear the voice within 11. You don't.
No,
hear
I want to re-roll. I want a really good roll. Who am I kidding?
Okay.
Watch me fail this even harder. Oh, 15.
Okay.
Okay. It's a lot better
No,
than
you
plus
feel like
2.
you did a really good job. Let's
All right.
see. So Devil's Luck, you can deal max damage with one attack. You can reroll any die roll. You can lower a test difficulty by 4. You can lower damage dealt to you by 6, or you can neutralize a crit or a fumble.
Okay.
I should have done this. You guys had a good night's rest. All of you can roll your Devil's Luck is a die. You guys can roll that to see how much Devil's Luck you have to start the day with.
Okay. Gotcha.
It doesn't reset, so if you didn't spend it from before, you keep that, but then you get some more for having the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, that is depleted. I said it, you can have it, but yeah, in the future, once you've depleted, this is what happens. But go ahead, you can have it.
I'll spend it. I'll be down.
I gotta figure out what my die is for Devil's Luck.
You are a rapscallion. Yours is Devil's Luck. D2.
It's a D2. Okay. All right. I'll throw one of those on there.
Okay, so Plankbeard bought some rope. Rogers blessed some water. Robert's got some 2 pistols and some ammo. You've got most of the day to make your way up to the castle.
All right.
You can see it up there on the promontory. It's not like it's too far.
Let's go.
Woman, should I try and make it cloudy?
Wait till we get closer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is the GM's map, and I'm just showing it off there. Can you guys see it?
On the stream.
But not on your player's end?
I'll switch.
No.
If you switch to tactical,
You got to
can
switch
see
to the
it.
battle map.
Oh, yeah.
Just
It's
the battle
there.
map. Okay.
Oh, yep. There we go.
It's fine. I don't know how to read anyway, so.
Okay. So do you want to head off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With what you collected? Okay. It takes a couple hours unless you're really trying to hoof it. You got to climb the promontory, and there is kind of like a steep stairs cut into the side of the cliff to get up there. But they're like, for whatever reason, it takes like a really big step to get from one step to another, almost like they were carved into the cliff for something that's taller than man-sized. And it's at a crazy steep angle too. So I'd like everybody to make me a roll, please.
Okay.
And we'll call this an agility test.
$17.
Oh, I got a 10.
23.
7.
I got a nat 20.
Okay.
Mine roll? I'm not sure. Oh God, total garbage.
Did anybody make less than a 6? This is a fairly easy task. You got less than a 6?
Yep, I got a 5. I rolled a 4. I think.
Okay. As you're stretching your leg.
Nat 20 help him.
Oh, you got a nat 20? Yeah, I tell you what. Here's what I'll do. You're going to be behind him. As Roger goes to make one of these steps, and he's got to really stretch. Maybe Roger's is a little on the shorter side than some of you. And he just doesn't get a footing, and he falls. And there's not like any railing. There's nothing to stop the fall. And he goes tumbling off the stair, or at least he's about to. Plankbeard, you're right behind him. If you want to reach out and try to steady him, you can. With that natural 20, I'll give you the shot to try that. And it's your choice of either a strength or an agility check. So you can either do it just because you're being a strong person behind him to hold him up, or that you're agile enough to grab him.
And it was back that got the net 20.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can try.
Yeah, why don't you do it? Yeah.
Got an 18.
Which one did you use? Strength or agility?
Agility.
Agility. Okay. You manage to grab him as he's just free falling, and you grab a leg and you swing him back onto the stairs behind you. Rogers, roll a d4.
Okay. All right, I will. Click a little skull symbol. Click that there, D4. And then I'm going to make it roll it.
Hit the, there you go.
Did it do it?
Take 2 points of damage just from being hurled to the rock behind you, but still that's a lot better than falling to your death far below.
Is my armor able to soak any of that?
Yes. Yeah, you can soak.
Okay.
So roll the die for your armor.
Did it do it? So I'm still trying to figure out how to make.
For a lot of this, you can't really roll from the sheet, so you might just have to roll the die type yourself if it
It's like,
doesn't do it from the sheet.
I think it's a D2. I'm not sure how to roll that.
I think
Roll a d4.
So if you do the,
Use one.
yeah, you can just do the D2 down below using the normal dice.
Yeah, if you hit the white button in the bottom center.
Oh, there is a d2.
I was
That's
gonna say, yeah,
fancy.
there's a D2. Yep.
So you rolled a 1.
I
Did
rolled
you
that.
soak one?
Yeah, I was just testing something.
Oh, you rolled it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Thank you. Sorry. I'm not super familiar with some of the stuff on here yet.
No, that's fine.
And we're kind of figuring out the alchemy interface as we go.
So do you see the D2? So if you push the little skull with a hat, the little round one at the end is the D2. It's a
Yep.
coin.
And then if you press the arrow button at the bottom after you select how many you want to roll, it'll roll them all at once.
Okay, now I get it. Now I get it.
You
The
can
coin
right
is
click to
D4.
clear them as
Okay.
well.
Now I get it. I'm getting smarter.
Yay.
You get it?
Mm-hmm. So I got myself down by a hit point.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So yeah, 1 hit point but you were saved from certain death from the falling. Okay, well, you guys reach the outside where the castle is on this promontory. It's quiet, sunlit. It's overgrown, but overall it's peaceful, picturesque. You see at the top tower, there's a ship impaled on one of the castle spires high above you.
How do you
How's
suppose
that
that
get there?
Maybe like the sea used to be higher.
Probably that.
Not this high?
There is a portcullis that covers the front entrance, but it has long since it's open and kind of rusted in place. Like there's no way it comes back down. It is completely rusted in place up there. And looking into like the courtyard, you see that there are, it's full dozens of skeletons impaled on pikes. The pikes are just kind of shoved into the ground, and there's skeletons impaled on the ends of them.
Wait, remember how she said you got to like disable it? Look for anything that's a skull, smash it. Ankle, smash it.
Okay.
Good
Just
plan.
take some time with the dozen or so skeletons that are out here to make sure that if they do come to life, that they're not motive. Smart.
Yeah. You want to do your weather stormy thing?
Oh yeah, we can do that too. So if there's anything that's not a skeleton here. All right, that's a spirit check, right?
Mhm.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh, nat 20. There we go.
Nice.
So what does that give you? I think it's the nat 20 gives you a longer time that it lasts for. And you can call lightning too, right? Yeah.
I mean, right now,
Wait,
I don't know
but-
anybody.
Which power are you using? Sorry, control weather?
Yeah, that's the only one I have. The one that can kind of like summon a storm or whatever. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. So you can conjure or repel precipitation. So is it raining or not raining?
It should totally be raining.
Okay, it's raining, but you guys aren't affected by it because you repel the water yourself. Actually, just you. Everyone else is getting soaked. Did you crit?
Yes.
Okay, so you can also call down lightning strikes.
Nice.
Okay. I mean, they have to be out in the open, but you can call lightning strikes down.
Yeah. At this point, the only thing we know to call them down on are skeletons. So
Mhm.
it's just like, all right, well, we're going to make sure these little fuckers don't get up and bother us at nighttime.
Okay. Yeah, if you do that then, and make sure you tell your folks that they get out of the way and are electrocuted. All good. All good. You clear the courtyard. So right
Nice.
outside of the courtyard into like the next immediate room, the only way you can really go into is kind of like the foyer. It's opulent, but it's old and dusty. You do see some recent footprints going through here, though. The only other thing of interest is there's a huge landscape painting of a stormy mountain range. It's haunting. It's beautifully painted. Might be worth some money. It is not weathered. Like, it looks like someone recently hung this thing.
I will very, very carefully use my knife to cut it out of the frame and roll it up.
Ooh, okay. Cut it out of the frame. Being very
Nice.
careful. I tell you what, why don't you make an agility test just to make sure that you get it in one piece and you don't destroy it on accident.
Okay.
It's easy. Just don't roll less than a 6. Okay.
I got an 8.
You got an 8. All right. Yeah. It can be reframed and it'll look just fine. From here,
Sweet.
Cut it down. What is the painting of, by chance?
it is.
Is it of this castle?
Yeah. Well, no, it's a stormy mountain range. There's no castle in the range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just a mountain range.
Mhm. Anybody would have a reason why their characters would be artistically inclined?
Nope.
I don't think so.
I don't think
I'll
so.
Double
That was a
check.
brute.
Maybe plank beard. Putting planks in your beard is something an artist would do.
Yeah.
It is a little artsy.
It's true.
folks.
It's up to Joe whether
Some
he
of
thinks
these-
this character was an art aficionado or not.
Some of these blanks came from an easel once. I bet I am.
Okay. Well, Joe, if you want to have that as part of your background, that you're a little bit of an art aficionado, it's a recent painting. It uses recent techniques. This is not an old painting. This is a recent painting. Using modern pigments and dyes, modern parchment that is painted on.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, I'll relay that. Seems like this painting's not very old.
Okay.
Well, just don't tell anybody else that. I wanted to see if I can, sell it for something.
So if you guys are following
Scribble out the name, put my own on there.
Mhm.
if you guys are following along on the map, you're at 2. And from 2 it branches up. There are a set of double stairs going up. There's a set of slanting stairs going up, and you can go straight forward as well on the same floor.
Well,
If we're here, we might as well see if there's anything else worth taking.
or if we go just directly to find the lady, my hand stab did say like she was like underground or something.
Yes. You don't see any down from where you are.
Well, up is less down than not up. So I would vote continuing forward.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
let's take a look around.
Okay. You walk forward into what appears to be a kitchen. There's a fireplace, cauldrons, wooden stools, barrels, baskets, pots, pans, jars, dishware, and some dead people on the floor. Fairly freshly dead, as they are still shrouded in meat. 4 dead.
Get cracking.
Yeah, recently killed. Just looking at them, they appear to be stabbed to death. One of them is missing a head.
Okay.
Ooh,
Well,
fair
one,
enough.
we loot the bodies. 2, I have a machete, so I will loot and dismember.
Okay. I tell you what, is everybody looting?
Yeah.
The body.
Yeah.
Heck
Specifically the bodies. All right, everybody just roll me a D100. And then we'll take it from the top with Eddie first, telling me what you got on your roll.
There.
37.
37. Okay. Let me get
Where's
my...
D100.
You got to roll 2D10s.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Where's my loot the body chart? I just had it. Give me a second. Gotta find my loot the body chart. This game has a lot of charts. Come on. I just-
92. 92. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You're 29.
Okay.
Same numbers, just I got them in the wrong order.
Loot the body. Okay, so Eddie, what did you get?
I got a 37.
37. You find a deep blue gemstone in one of their pockets. It sparkles. Yeah, it's just a blue gemstone. Jake, what did Roberts get?
29.
29. A bag of mysterious white powder.
Man, I am finding all the good stuff.
You're a stockbroker.
Joe, what did Plank Beard get if you're looting?
I got a 47.
A paper doll painted in blood.
Creepy.
Lovely.
Chuck, what did Juan get?
I got a 30.
30. A small box. Roll a d12.
D12.
With 10 black pearls. Juan, this is a fortune. You may or may not announce the fact that you found this to anyone else. And Jeremy, what did Rogers get?
92.
Ooh, random thing of importance. Ooh. Oh, that sounds important. Let's see.
Oh no. Or maybe
Things
it'll
of
get.
importance.
Oh no.
Roll another D100 for me.
Oh god. Okay.
Rogers found Juan's box of pearls.
Oh no.
Look what I found in Juan's pocket. Oh wow, 93.
93.
Okay. It rolled up, and first you think it's just parchment, like it might be a map, and you unroll it. There's nothing on it, but it seems like it's very special. It's actually whale skinned. It's tanned whale skin. Fetch a high price. It's like this would be incredibly high quality paper. People would pay a lot of money for this sort of thing.
What do you know about that? So that's that, I suppose.
So that's what you find looting the bodies. Is there anything else you want to do in this room?
Yeah, I'm gonna look around the room, see if there's anything good.
Well, like I said, you've got, cauldrons, there's a fireplace, barrels, baskets, pots, pans, dishware.
Is there anything is there any fine silverware?
All the silverware is gone.
Of
The
course
pans
it
are
is.
still here. Iron pan.
Oh, those are heavy. I don't want to carry that.
One of them says Wolfgang Puck on it.
Oh, snap.
Anything to
Listen.
eat here, by the way.
Listen here, Beck. You get the pans and you tie them and you make armor. Your body. With
What
the
condition
pans.
are these bodies in?
They were recently killed.
Okay.
One of them is headless. The other three have their heads.
Okay. I want to spend some time doing what I think will keep them from being able to reanimate.
Yeah,
While everyone else is
decapitate them.
I think Juan already chopped them up.
Yeah, I'm chopping.
You're chopping. Okay.
I'm going for all the joints.
All right.
I'll help.
Looking for fresh food. You don't see anything in the baskets. You've got a couple of these unopened barrels, though. Eddie, if you wanted to look through the barrels.
Yeah, I'll look through the barrels. Maybe
All right.
anchovies are in one of them.
There's some preserved. Like one of them was a barrel of apples or fruit that has been. They're dried. They're still perfectly usable. Open another one, and it's just filled with hundreds of maggots feasting on a severed head. Probably the head belongs to that guy down there.
Oh. Don't like that
Another
barrel.
one has some soured wine in it.
No, I don't like soured wine either. Not a wine drinker. If the dried apples are pretty good, if I can find like a flour sack cloth or something like that around here
Grab
to
a
just
sack.
dump a bunch of dried apple bits into, I'll
Yeah.
take some of those.
It's like leathered fruit, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll stuff my pockets with some too.
Dried out, preserved. Sure. But that's the only food that you find. And this is definitely something that would be like on a ship store. Some of the food you would have had preserved for your trip. Okay, so from here, you do see a down. There's a passageway that goes further on, and then there is a passageway that goes down, and there's a passageway that goes up.
Lighting was downwards.
Down it is.
Down, you say. All right.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. It's kind of a spiral staircase, and you come to a landing. So again, if you will follow along on the chart, 11 branches out, and you can go, right or left. So 14 or 16.
Which one
16, I guess.
is left?
Or 14 is left?
14 would be left, sure.
Left it is.
It ends in an iron door. It's rusting, but it still looks to be pretty strong. There is a keyhole.
Ooh, I can pick locks. I actually have lock picks, and I'm a pickpocket.
Okay.
Okay.
First, I want to check and see if it's a trap, though, if at all possible. 'Cause I can
How do you do
disarm
that?
Traps. I don't know. It just says I can disarm an enemy or disable a trap. -4 to the DR.
Yep. So go ahead and roll me an agility test for the disarming. We'll call it one roll: disarming and opening.
Okay.
And a -4 to the test. You need a 16 though. So
17 is what I got.
you work on it, and it requires some oil. You've got a little bit of oil, probably a little bit of whale fat that you use on your tools. You're confident that you can open this door, but it's going to take some time.
Okay.
You want to continue to work at it?
I will continue to work at it. I got my snacks, my pocket apples, so I'm good.
Okay. I'm going to make a random roll for the first hour. Fun.
Play with my
Okay, we're at time, and I just rolled a random encounter as Beck sits down to really work at this lock. Beck, the lock is much more complex and complicated than you would have expected for a building this old. You suspect that someone has more than some time in the last 5 to 10 years put a new locking mechanism in it. It's still a little rusty from the salt air and such, but it's newer than the door, and it's a lot more complicated than it should be.
I apologize, chaps. I will get it open, but it will take me a little bit of time. Somebody has upgraded their security.
Well, if anyone can crack it, it's you.
That's all right. Good things come to those who wait.
So we'll end it there for the night with you guys in daylight, sailing the castle, doing lots of good precautionary things to make sure the dead don't rise. Always useful. But we will cut it there, and we will come back in 2 weeks. Assuming folks want to
Excellent.
keep playing, and we've got enough break for Chuck to do the next thing.
Joe's
we'll-
doing the next
Oh,
thing.
Joe is doing the next thing. So Joe can let us know when we need to wrap it up. We'll do it that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully not after 1 or 2 more times. I should be good, but we'll see.
Okay. You guys got any announcements? What's going on in your stream for this week coming up?
Oh. Hopefully I'm finally feeling better, and we'll be getting back to Night Below, continuing that. We're getting very close to wrapping that campaign. Friday we'll be back for more Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Also, people can go buy my book, Teenage Odyssey, and I've also we're getting ready to kickstart my next game, which is Skin City. So follow that. I put the link for Skin City there. Follow that. Kickstarter launches October 1st.
Ooh, good time to launch it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyone else? No. Well, follow me at Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. All of our social links are there, including our Discord channel. If you'd like to chat and get in on games, check that out. Also, currently in 3 days left for the John Carter Mars audio drama that's running on Kickstarter. Just do a search for John Carter audio. It'll be the only thing that pops up. Part of the audio drama is an RPG source book that is you can get as one of the levels there. And they got some new news. They got 2 new voice actors that they added to it. Bruce Boxleiter from Tron and Babylon 5. Tom
Holy
Baker.
cow.
And Tom Baker from Doctor Who is one of the voices too.
Nice.
That is very cool.
That is going to be awesome. Yeah, so check that out. There's also all kinds of other levels to get. You can get a plush Woola, which is the Martian dog, which is just awesome. Just all kinds of really cool stuff for if you're a fan of John Carter. Just check it out. Do yourself a favor.
Sweet.
I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching the stream. Those of you that are out there, good night.
Yeah.